What's going on, guys? It's Jet, and for some reason I didn't even realize that this had even come out, but there's an Elden Ring Nightraign overview trailer that came out on the 2nd. This came out like at this point 3 days ago. It's a 10-minute like full breakdown of like what the game is, and I'm assuming they're gonna show a lot of other stuff that we didn't see in the playtest. Now, I made multiple videos on it. It was like a handful of videos, but I remember doing many more runs as opposed to how many total videos I have, and I had this game down to a science. I had a route and everything that I was gonna do. So my idea at the end of that whole thing was the playtest was very, very limited in like the RNG elements and different types of spawns and kind of a different flow for the map. So I felt like I solved the specific map or the seed like pretty quickly. And I was afraid for the longevity of the game, but this trailer apparently has a lot more info in it. Hopefully they'll be able to specify like how different all of the maps are, maybe how many total bosses there are. Maybe they won't give exact numbers, but I'm hoping that at the very least things are more randomly generated. So if you guys are excited for Elden Ring Nightraign, let me know down in the comment section by leaving a like on this video. Also, this game is dropping at the end of the month. Just a few more weeks and it's gonna be out. I might have to pause a lot, I'm just saying, because I'm going to see a whole bunch of stuff. That's a new cutscene right there. You got a reused boss right there. Also, hold on, wait, I'm going to stop right there. I do mention that these are reused bosses and mobs and stuff, but these reused mobs, when I was playing in the playtest anyway, anyone that also played it themselves, or even just watched those videos, even those mobs that we have seen before, they have new moves. Whenever we go and fight Margit, he has like 3 different moves that I've never seen before, and he probably has even more. But I remember specifically Margit's moves, or Morgott. He had some added power to him, let's just say that. So I assume things like this Dragonkin probably also has multiple different moves. A game where these mobs are more designed instead of fighting one person, it's supposed to be fighting, you know, 3 players or so.
Elden Ring Nightraign is a co-op survival action game where you navigate a vast and dangerous field with other players.
Now the thing is, I just have to mention, I'm definitely gonna try to do solo runs. And for sure, the way that people play Elden Ring or Souls games in general, there's absolutely going to be challenge runs and stuff that people do. And I'm honestly super excited to watch people play.
Fighting through the endless night and taking on scores of vicious foes over the span of 3 days.
Okay, so it's 3 days still. I was wondering if there was going to be like a 5-day kind of thing for like a super run or something, but I am curious about the lore implications too. You guys already know I love the lore of this shit. I got way too deep.
You must gain the strength to survive by moving swiftly and skillfully. It's up to you to choose your route.
Yeah, now that route will change every single game, right? Surely it's not a thing that I can just solve.
You can choose to hunt enemies and level up.
Right. You can go to different objectives as well. That could maybe be more optimal, who knows? I kind of went location to location, killed the bigger bosses there and kind of farmed that way. I'm gonna assume certain classes are way harder than others solo, but I'm gonna have to do a challenge for myself and get a solo win on each of them, at least. Oh, wait, hold up, whoa, whoa, whoa.
The layout of Limberg will change each time you visit. With every expedition, bases, types of enemies, chest rewards, and other features of the field will fluctuate.
Woo!
Sometimes
okay, beautiful. So RNG, we got RNG layout, RNG mobs, RNG loot, or quote fluctuate, whatever that means.
May be interrupted by enemy ambush.
And then we got the ambushes here, where Margit can go and hop in. They should be taking stuff from the other games like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and then throw it into this whole Elden Ring mashup thing. And we have already seen quite a few things, even from the original trailer and stuff. But if you went and watched my Dark Souls 2 series, I'm still not playing that DLC, by the way. I was saying, they need to bring the Pursuer. Add the Pursuer from Dark Souls 2 into here to be another one of the ambush bosses. It's perfect. You can add a bunch of different characters, honestly. You could do some like Black Knife stuff. You could do Abyss Watchers. I mean, the shit doesn't even need to make sense. Sudden Meteor Strikes. You can see this Falling Star Beast thing right here. So these could kind of land anywhere as well. Oh, this area looks cool. I've never seen anything like this in the one map I was playing on.
Dark forests, shrouded with corruption.
Okay.
That rots anyone who dares explore.
Yeah, this shit looks miserable.
In this
I love it.
With each expedition.
Oh, that's interesting. Gotta be in a good position. Don't want to die to the storm. Threats of the Night, Part 2. Okay.
You will be driven towards an unavoidable confrontation.
So we end up meeting one of the bosses when the night comes. We want to go and get into the location. The storm ends up closing in into an area.
Can rejoin the fight.
Yep, and then you have to hit people. Oh yeah, and then we got this guy right here. This is the guy I'm trying to play right here. You guys saw me playing a whole bunch of Wilder. I think that's his name. He was kind of like the strength deck Dex kind of build, and he had a really cool ultimate where he would like shoot this spike explosion thing that kind of reminded me of the pile bunker from Armored Core 6. Shit hits so hard, and I've been in some good groups where I would hit the boss with that shit, and then our Duchess would replicate me redoing that move, and we just multiply our ultimates into him. But I want to try to play this big guy, the full strength guy. You can hit him to get back up. Yep. Some characters are better at picking others up than certain ones. I'm gonna assume the big guy probably... Oh,
assembled.
there he is, the Raider, that's his name, okay. Wilder, Guardian, Iron Eye, okay, that's the armor's crazy. Duchess, very strong, super popular. We got Raider here, who hopefully has some cool-ass abilities. Got Recluse, who looks super cool. Stylistically, this is easily my favorite design. The fit is crazy. Next to the Archer and Berserker kind of guy, we have the Executor, who it looks like he has a katana. This is the character that's probably capable of doing the Sekiro deflects. And depending on, you know, how big the parry window is, if it's as big as Sekiro's parry window, this shit is gonna be really strong, because it's really not that difficult to parry in Sekiro. It's really not. Now, it says that there's 8 Nightfarers, 8 different classes, but they're only showing 7 of them. So where's the 8th one?
To defeat the Night
And why isn't it shown?
Each
Oh, okay, we're gonna
official
go over
in
them
wide
individually
range
yet.
of melee
So we know all
weapons.
about Wilder. This is the
Grappling
character I
hooks to
played the
pull
absolute
enemies.
most.
Powerful blow to any
Oh, that shit feels so good when you land it too. Guardian, really good. You can CC enemies really well with this and disrupt their attacks. A good Guardian is super strong. Now, Iron Eye, we haven't seen this before.
Controls enemies from a distance.
Ooh!
His marking skill injures and pressures the enemy, greatly
Okay, so he, like,
disrupting their
weakens them?
poise and creating openings to exploit.
Yeah, okay,
His
so they,
art
like,
single
crit them and
shot
shit.
fires a supersonic arrow that pierces through every enemy and
Holy, oh shit! It's like a shockwave behind it. Duchess, super meta.
to confuse enemies. After attack,
There it is, you got the rewind. Boom. Good crit damage as well. And then we got this for the reset as well for anyone that needs to heal or go and res somebody. Duchess is so clutch. Perfect for offensive stuff to be able to repeat attacks, and defensively to go and pick people back up. And Raider, this is the one I need to see right here. This is the one I'm gonna play day 1. And if you can go and unlock like outfits and shit like that, which is I'm gonna assume like part of the game loop.
Yielding in battle. Doesn't flinch at minor attacks.
Doesn't flinch at minor attacks.
Rampages
Just swing
enemies.
through.
Skill retaliate.
Retaliate.
Strikes back
Headbutt.
cannot be interrupted by enemy attacks.
Boom! Uppercut! Holy
His
fuck!
art.
I thought that his ultimate was like this
His
headbutt
skill
attack.
retaliate.
I was like, oh, that's kind of lame. But like, where's the impact, right? Impact on Wilder shit feels incredible. But
Strikes
then they
back with a
showed it.
power
Watch the
interrupted
uppercut.
by enemy
Wind up.
attacks.
Boom! Francis
His
Ngannou!
Totem Stellar.
His art totem Stella, and then summons a fucking
packed with
platform,
a
and we
spell
can
as a wall
jump
to
down
block
at him
projectiles.
from here. Okay, now this
amplifies
might
the
actually be
strength of
broken
our-
as fuck. How long does this last? Synergy with this and like the Archer in particular is probably really good, because the Archer can stay up here and be completely safe. Anybody can just climb up here and be completely safe, heal up and be fine. How long does this stay up? It can't stay up like permanently or anything. It's gotta maybe stay up for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, because I feel like whatever it is that you're fighting probably can't hit you when you're up here. And Loretta tries swinging at you, completely miss it. I mean, overall time, it's there for at least 10 seconds in that clip alone, so I'm gonna assume it's like 20 seconds or so. You got the Recluse here, probably the most skillful character in the game, because you have to memorize all the different combinations and shit like that. And then we got our ultimate here, yeah. Whenever you hit anything that's affected by this ultimate, you heal and get a bunch of shit back, and there it is. And then we got this other guy. This is the dude that does the Sekiro parries, right? Bing, bing, yep. Boom, counter. Wait, who is this? Is this a boss? I've never seen this one before. No, this is definitely new. Wait, unless, I mean, they're not like huge or anything like bosses usually are. I can't imagine they would have a boss like this in a 3v1. They'd probably get overwhelmed. This might be the 8th Nightfare. They're using a harp, so maybe they're more like a super support kind of class. It might be exclusively like supporting. I don't know the name of that class though, or that Nightfare. They don't say, they just show them for a moment here and that's it. Some kind of bard or like some kind of clarinet. Okay, so here we
Preparing
go.
for battle in Limbo.
This has got to be like progression or something here.
Relics recovered from expeditions.
Okay, so this is the
Enhance your
system I was
abilities
talking
when
about.
equipped
We
before
had this over in the playtest
Relics
or
have a
whatever,
diver-
and we got a whole bunch of different ones here that you can combine together. They give different bonuses and stuff, endurance, magic power, and whatever general kind of thing you're going for, you can kind of lean it in a certain direction. And the thing is, though, these relics are different colors. There's yellow, there's green, there's blue, there's red. But as you can see here, there's only red, yellow, yellow. I believe that you'd be able to go and get new slots with different colors in them, and then you mix and match them that way, because obviously you're not going to be able to go and use the green or blue ones here if there's no slot for those specific ones, right? So I assume you can unlock like a whole different urn or relic right or whatever it is, so you can mix and match more colors or even more of them, like maybe 5 or 6 instead of just 3. Some of these effects are crazy strong.
In a corner of the back room, a small
shit.
jar merchant
There's another
operates a
shop.
bazaar selling various goods.
Oh, hold on, wait, they got a gambling mechanic. Yeah, okay, so the thing I was talking about right here, a new relic right. Yeah, so you can buy them, and it enables a new relic right, and you can see the colors here. It's blue, blue, green now. So you want to go and try to find the ones that work for you. So you want to spend the currency that you get to go and try to roll a good one, and then get good shit to fill it up with. Okay, that's a decent loop. That's just a base, though. Three. Okay, they're all 3, it looks like.
Various goods.
And then this one that he ended up picking here at the bottom seems like it's randomized. So when you buy it, buys 10 of them, it gives you a bunch of random ones instead of a specific color. Okay.
Using the fitting mirror.
So more RNG, good. There it is. Now we got fits. Beautiful. I'm unlocking Damascus in this game. He's got 3 different outfits. He's got Dawn, Darkness over here. That shit looks crazy. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a Dawn and Darkness version for both of them. Okay, so it seems like every class has the default, they have a Dawn, and they have a Darkness. Nah, this looks so good. Okay, I like that.
Some costumes might even look familiar.
Oh, and then there's unique ones. Okay. Oh my, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. You hear that?
To suit your taste.
Listen.
Some costumes might even look familiar.
Is that Majula? Okay, so each character kind of has like a memory progression kind of thing alongside the costumes and the relic stuff. Okay, so there's special objectives on the map that you can grab. You're gonna have to find them. I'm gonna assume they're probably not marked. Maybe they are. Oh, it'll give you lore, okay. He paints? Okay, they're definitely a Nightfarer then. We see all the different Nightfarers doing their things, chilling out in the whole area. Why would this harp character be here if they're not a Nightfarer? This is definitely the 8th class then. It's gotta be like a support cleric kind of thing. I'm really curious how this plays then. Maybe it's like a whole bunch of different holy casting as opposed to all of the different combinations of the sorceries with the glintstones and fire and lightning elements and stuff like that. This is all holy. That could get crazy. If you know a lot of the holy weapons in like the base game, it's fucking crazy.
Waiting for players.
You got the Night Lords. Oh, okay, this is a Night Lord. I was wondering. We didn't see this over in the tag, but we did see it in the trailer.
The Nightfarers are the only warriors remaining who can stop them and save this land from total obliteration.
We fought this. Yeah, this was the boss. I've beaten that boss multiple times. Oh, dude, this shit looks so smooth from here.
Discovering relics and growing as a fighter through experience.
No, this game is so fun. Estelle? Again, another reused character. We got an Ancient Dragon as well. They're probably going to have new moves because, I mean, clearly right there you can even see a new move from Morgott right there. I'm ready. I'm going to clear the fuck out of this game. You don't even understand. Also, another thing I have to show. I don't know if I'll edit it in on this video or anything, but IGN apparently has some exclusive coverage of Night Reign, and it starts today. So it's currently like 8 a.m. Don't ask why my schedule is this way, I'm sorry. But at noon, they might have some new information that I can edit in here. And if I don't edit anything in, just assume that there's nothing too crazy in there. So a few hours later, IGN ended up uploading their Libra boss reveal gameplay. So it seems like this is going to be showing off one of the big bosses. Actually, they're running 2 raiders along with Duchess.
New reveal of one of the 8 Night Lords you'll be facing off against.
One of
Libra,
the 8 Night Lords, okay.
Now, full disclosure. We eventually did get a successful run, as you're about to see, but our entire first day at From Software's office was us trying over and over and over again. Sometimes
yeah, I mean, one comment about that is that, like, I don't know how good these guys actually are, so this whole, like, oh, the whole first day, like, nothing worked out and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of RNG elements in this, likely even more than I was experiencing in the network test. It's hard to really measure whether something is difficult or not when somebody tells you it's difficult, because you can't really measure their skill level or what it is that, like, they struggle with and what they excel at. How well are they really working together, you know what I mean? So, one whole day of failure really isn't that crazy sounding, and who knows how much time they really had.
A little bit underleveled. Other times.
Oh, it looks like he's using Madness and Holy. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense for a character called Libra. So, like, balancing the scales. I'm a Libra, by the way. Now, what kind of raider's running around with a little claymore? Are we serious? Oh, shit. Wait, what is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Make your choice. I wish to have great strength. I want resistance to ailments. I want to hold death at bay. I refuse to make a deed. All right, let's see what happens. What do they pick? I refuse to make a deal. Begin battle without making a deal. So I assume maybe like when you do I wish to have great strength, maybe it seems like it'll probably give everybody some kind of damage buff. The resistance will probably give them some kind of defensive buff. I want to hold death at bay. Maybe it will survive longer in the knockdown state or something like that, or people are able to pick each other up faster or better. Something like that is my assumption. But we also don't know like what the point of having this stuff here is. It seems like it's obvious that I want to go and take one of these bonuses, right? But since it's the scales, I imagine if I pick something like having great strength, all of these probably come with some kind of drawback, debuff, something that will balance the scales, right? I feel like the obvious answer is to just refuse to make a deal and just beat it straight out. So we don't really know what any of that stuff does, so something that is left to be figured out, I guess. Libra, creature of night. Using the Golden Order sword, all right, decent damage. Using the bubbles. That shit does a lot of damage if you're actually standing in the right spot and you got time to channel it. He teleports around, cracks some shit, lots of AoE on the ground. Wait, was that the uppercut? Wait, that was the uppercut. Here we go, here comes the uppercut. Oh! Didn't do a ton of damage. Holy shit, okay. They're madness. One's down. I wonder if they failed this at the end. Picks him back up. So it's got madness, it's got holy, but it's also kind of just physically popping the fuck up. What the fuck? Wait, listen to the music. The cool thing about the music is that, like, it's kind of like panicky and squealing. Kind of like the animal that it's imitating. Holy fuck, okay. The one thing that's gonna be tough about solo runs is that I don't think that there's any way to be able to practice fighting these guys. So I have to go through a whole process before I even get one attempt. I think solo runs would be pretty impressive, to be honest with you. Boom, hit him with the crit. Boom. You can hit them during the crit, by the way. Oh, I was gonna say, when are we gonna use the... Wait, it's inside of the pillar. What the fuck? They summoned it on the pillar. Bubbles. Bubbles. Holy... Yeah, this boss seems a little crazy. Winnable, though. Definitely winnable. What are these yellow things on the ground? You see these little yellow things on the ground? When Duchess runs over here, she picks them up. Picks two of them up. I don't really know what that's doing, though. Okay. Knocked him. Go for the crit. Boom. Okay, why are these popping up in the way? Dude, YouTube is so... Come on, man. And they ended up killing it. I couldn't even... I don't even know what HP it was at by the time that they did this. They do a little edit right there. Maybe to not show a certain move. I don't know why they cut it right there. And Nightlord fell. Victory. All right, honestly, that was worth waiting for. This boss seems kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Definitely beatable, though. But a really, really cool design with the scales and having the opposite effects and shit. The more I'm watching, the more I'm excited.